What's going on, guys? We're having breakfast for dinner tonight, and I'm going to show you how to make a famous breakfast sandwich that you can get at your local fast food place, but I'm going to show you how to make it here at home. We're making breakfast sandwiches. Now, here's what you're going to need, okay? You're going to need the following ingredients. Okay, you're going to need some flour, some baking powder, sugar, some eggs, some butter, and some milk, the classics. Okay, now you're going to need 2 bowls, one for your wet ingredients, one for your dry ingredients. Okay, into our bowl here, our dry ingredients, we're going to go 1 cup of flour. This is all-purpose flour. Okay, 1 cup goes in there. Then you're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. If you haven't caught on yet, we are making our own pancake batter. Next up, you're going to need about 1 teaspoon, I used about 2 teaspoons here, of sugar, but I'm using brown sugar. Okay. All right, so that's it for the dry ingredients. We're going to whisk that a little bit. Make sure all those are well combined. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with just a pinch of salt. Okay. Leave that off to the side. Into our other container, you're going to want to go about 1 cup of milk. Okay. Then you're going to want to go 1 large egg. Perfect. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and use just a dash of vanilla extract here. Give it a little bit more, some flavor. So we'll go just a little dash there. Perfect. And then just about a tablespoon's worth of oil. You could use melted butter. I'm going to use oil here. And then we're going to whisk. Make sure that egg, milk, the vanilla, all of that is combined. All right. That's looking good. Okay, next, we're going to combine our ingredients. So add the dry to the wet. Now, it's important when you are making your own homemade pancake batter. You don't want to over whisk the batter, okay? If it becomes a little too liquidy, add a little flour, okay? Whew. All right. Make sure you don't have any clumps too. You want to make sure that we get rid of those. Now, should be about that consistency, okay? A little thick, but not too thick. All right. Next up, move all this stuff off to the side so that we've got some room here to work. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make my own waffles. How I'm going to do that is by using this. Now I understand it's small, but small things can be mighty, okay? It's not about the size. It's about what it does. And what it does is it makes the perfect waffle, okay? So in here, we will pour just a little bit of our batter. Okay, and seal. Now, while that's doing its thing, okay, over here off to the side, I've got some bacon in the oven, okay? You can use whatever protein you'd like. I like bacon, so we're cooking bacon. Next, I also have a pan here with some water in it. It is boiling, okay? We are going to take eggs in these ramekins, cover them in the water, place the ramekins in the water, put the lid on it, and let them cook, okay? But before we do that, I'm gonna take some butter here. I wanna make sure that I grease this ramekin up nicely on all sides. Okay, should look something like that, okay? I've got 2 eggs here, so I'm gonna grease up 2 of my ramekins, like so. Give us a little bit more butter here. Who doesn't love butter and breakfast, right? You know? Okay. This is looking good. Now, we're gonna crack our eggs. 1 egg will go in one ramekin, and the other egg in the other ramekin. Okay? Now, you want the water to be starting to boil, okay? You don't want it to be a rapid boil, just you want it to be hot, okay? Then you're going to place said ramekins in the boiling water, okay? Place our lid over said pan, crank up the heat a little bit, and we're gonna let those go, okay? They should be nice and creamy on the inside, but cooked on the outside so that when you bite into it, you get that burst from the egg. Perfect for a breakfast sandwich. Along with our savory bacon and our homemade waffles, layer that with a piece of cheese, and you've got yourself essentially a version of a McGriddle, okay? But made at home. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish up these waffles, let that bacon cook, and I will see you for the final taste tests when our eggs and bacon and everything are done cooking. I cannot wait. We're back. Waffles are ready and looking delicious. Bacon is done. Eggs are done. All the pieces are here, and we are ready to assemble our breakfast sandwich. Now, take your 2 pieces of waffle. Give yourself a layer of cheese of your choosing. I've got some bacon here that we're gonna layer. Now, if I did this correctly with my egg, I should, in theory, be able to flip it over. And look at that. Perfect. Now, you could optionally put some syrup on this, right? Maple syrup. I'm gonna go with some heat. I'm gonna go with some sriracha, just a little bit over the top. And I'll tell you what, for the final measure, a couple cracks of salt, crack of black pepper, and I'll tell you what, that looks good. All right, flip it over. Oh yeah, look at this. Come on. Let's take a bite. Huh. Out of this world. Out of this world. That is just as good as going through the drive-thru and spending $8, $9 when you could make this at home. Come on. So good, so savory, so delicious. I actually think with maple syrup on there, it would take it to the next level. Thank you so much for watching. What's your favorite breakfast item? What's your favorite breakfast sandwich? Where do you like to go to get your breakfast sandwiches? Hopefully, it's at Mr. C's Kitchen. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to smash all of those buttons. Like, subscribe, and share. I will see you next time. This is Mr. C, the Cook and Teach. And as always, this is Cook and Teach out.